One time, like this. For those who hop and make your one nigga straight loony after taking one up.
Check it out now. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a bird.
Dope fiend.
This is SF Mo, your prison lawyer.
This is SF Mo, your prison lawyer. This is SF Mo, your prison lawyer. This is SF Mo, your prison
You're in the fucking grill pit.
This is SF Mo, your prison lawyer, and I got a banger for you. But before I get into that, let me give you a little context to this video you're gonna see, because it's a little bit complex. So back in 2020, December 2020, there was an investigation into Laurel Correctional Institution in Florida, FDOC. The AP had wrote an article titled "Investigation Finds Rampant Sexual Assault of Inmates by Staff, Prison Staff," right? So from 2015 to 2019, there was over 161 assault cases investigated, and only 8 resulted in arrests of staff. This is crazy, right? Some of the start situations we have is that women said that the process of reporting it was difficult, right? This is after PREA. This is post PREA. They're saying that coming forward about a sexual assault, they were handcuffed, taken to administrative confinement, which is SEG, and they experienced loss of privileges and property and visitation. This is after PREA. They're doing this, so they're fronting off PREA like it's some type of a revolutionary change and progressive change. Yet, and still, when it comes down to rank and file, they're still doing the same thing as usual. Other issue is just reporting constrictions, right? The timeliness of reporting, because a lot of times with staff, when you're trying to report something to them and tell them about their own, they play games with you. You know, they don't file certain things. They lock you up and put you in SEG. Another finding was that often than not, according to report, the investigations are not thorough. In many cases, the accused perpetrator is not even interviewed. Not even interviewed. In other reports, incidents, the investigation is eventually suspended and then it lingers for years with no outcome. Often the guards keep their jobs regardless of multiple accusations against them. Sexual allegations against them being reprimanded or moved to a no inmate contact list rather than losing their jobs. A lot of this has to do with the union, right? You know, them protecting their jobs. I know, SAF Mo, here you go again. Here you go with, bringing us bad news, but somebody's got to report on it. You know what I'm saying? So, I know you're used to your law and order and your CSIs and all this. At the end of the day, these Brady Bunch conclusions to the conversation, and you're not used to the truth being told to you. But your body, you might want to put your babies to bed, because SF Mo gonna give it to you raw and tell you exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no dragnet of baby. You know what I'm saying? No Brady Bunch issues, endings happening here with us, right? So, with that being said, why do you bring that up, SF Mo? You know what I'm saying? Why did you come to that conclusion or bringing this up? What relevance does it have? Well, unbeknownst to you, like I told you to put the babies to bed, that Minnesota has this same situation. You know what I'm saying? But how could this be possible when we got this great commissioner and this new Negro deputy commissioner? How's it possible that Minnesota has the same problems with sexual abuse? Well, they've been able to utilize the system and put people in front of them so they don't have to hear it, and they have a plausible denial when it comes to this, right? That if you don't tell me about it, or if I don't hear it, I don't have to address it. But this situation is going on in Minnesota right now. A female by the name of Angela Jackson was assaulted not too long ago, and the DOC is trying to sweep it underneath the rug. But you know what I'm telling you? We're not going to let that happen, right? Angela Jackson's case will not be swept up underneath the rug. And we're going to bring old Paul Snell. You're going to make him heel down and listen to us. This is I Got Something to Say. This is SAF Mo, your prison lawyer. And I'm going to give it to you raw. Every time.
We stand here today to stand up for a woman named Angela Jackson, who is currently in the
This call is now being recorded.
Hi, my name is Angela Dawn Jackson. I'm calling in a case of me being sexually assaulted by Officer Wendover in the care of DOC while I was in segregation. I want to touch base on that Scott County Police Department never came out here and investigated, got no statements from me, knowing what the problem was of my complaint. I need them to be held accountable for their own policy and procedures. Also, I need the other officer that did this, Officer Wendover, to be terminated from his job, and the other officers that were on duty that were in segregation, and any other officer that be held accountable for their actions and their negligence on this case. I'm asking for justice for Angela Jackson. I'm asking that you guys keep supporting me with this and during these difficult times for me. I'm asking that all my reports get released. They won't release none of my reports that I'm requesting here from the prison. They're saying it's confidentiality. I'm asking that Central Office does a thorough investigation and makes changes here so this will never happen to another woman here while in custody at this prison. I'm asking that a lawyer, any lawyers out there that can help aid me in this situation, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for your support.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone being here today, and we stand for Angela Jackson. Thank you.
Man. Strong, powerful.
The anatomy of a cover-up. This is unacceptable. I'm sorry, it is. When I agreed to work with you on the work group, we talked about the importance of transparency and accountability. And here, what we are seeing is business as usual. And you know this, Amelia. You know this, Jacob. I don't know how you guys slept that night. I couldn't sleep at night. Tears from a mother's perspective, thinking about what happened. I saw the picture of Amir. He looks like a boy. My son is 17 years old. He has slept on his friends' couches for sleepovers. So we cannot sit here and whitewash this and pretend that it's okay. You knew that I was not going to stand for police violence and a push for accountability, yet you asked me to be a part of the work group. And I knew what I thought I was signed up for. This isn't what I signed up for. I understand if you're not comfortable having me continue to co-chair, that's your prerogative. I signed up to help bring recommendations because we're tired of being killed. We're tired of the cover-ups. We're tired of the excuses. And to hide behind the St. Paul Police Department, the deadliest police force in the state of Minnesota, is unacceptable. You all had no business agreeing to carry out a warrant, and now you're claiming that's part of their investigation. You don't know. Well, why the hell did you all sign up to do this in the first place? There was a homicide that happened at 1-something in the morning on Hennepin Avenue. Someone was killed, and then the person drove away in a black SUV. They're still at large in Minneapolis, potentially a threat to residents. But you all go do something for St. Paul Police, and now you're trying to hide behind that decision. It's not acceptable. We are ready for change. When the people voted to re-elect you, Jacob, they not only showed that they wanted to see a new leader, right? Not saying you're not the person who got re-elected, you got re-elected. But what they were expecting is a new beginning. That's why they gave you more power and authority. So that is what we want to see as the residents of Minneapolis. We don't want to see cover-ups. We don't want to see whitewashing. People are asking very simple questions that have still not been answered. Amelia, you're saying you want to be the chief? Then act like it. Demonstrate integrity. Don't cover up for what those cops did. If they knew that the kid had a gun as he started waking up, say, drop your weapon. They didn't do that. One cop opened fire and took the life of a child who was trying to go back into his blanket. Any mom can see what happened there. So I can't tolerate the whitewashing. I'm sorry, y'all. We can't do this. I know you have your narrative. I know you have your script. And no, you guys didn't personally go shoot somebody. But you do have the opportunity to make it right. To talk about the fact that you changed the no-knock warrant policy. Where's the evidence of that? That wasn't present on what happened to Amir Locke. So if I'm going to be the co-chair of this group, I'm expecting strong leadership, I'm expecting integrity, and I'm expecting accountability. Yes. You guys aren't going to waste my goddamn time. And I don't care if you guys had your security trying to stop me. I can be used to come speak the truth about what needs to happen, but when it's time to call out these inconsistencies, these inaccuracies, the lack of information, I got to sit in the back or even not even be invited. I'm not here for it. We fought too long, too hard. It's people in jail, including Cortez Rice, trying to get the court to show what's happening in the courtroom so people can see what's going on. People have put their lives on the line because we're ready for change. So we're expecting from this point forward for you guys to do something different. I'm not playing. We're not here for it. We're not here for it. I'm only committed to working on this work group if you all are committed to being honest and transparent and not covering up the bullshit. Thank you.
Why did you release pictures of his gun, but no pictures of a gun of the officer who killed him? Why have you not released that information? You know, this man did not shoot anyone. He did not discharge his weapon. Why did you release his gun? That was a disgusting vilification of this man. That is inexcusable. It is utterly disgusting that you would release a picture of his gun, even though he never fired his weapon. And you know he didn't fire his weapon because you had both seen the video. This is the kind of lack of transparency that Nakeema is exactly talking about.
You're wrong. What do you got to say about SAF Mo saying white MFers?
I don't give a fuck what anybody says because it's America and you should be able to do and say what the fuck you want. God bless America.
Detrimental.com. Detrimental.com. Detrimental.com.
now being recorded. This call is now being recorded. Now being recorded. This call is now being recorded.
You're in the motherfucking grill pit.